On tonight's episode of MAFS, the newlyweds are off to couples retreat. Hey, I'm in Hawaii too. Aloha, bitches. Hey, hoa, hey. I'm just kidding, they're in Byron Bay. And everyone is pumped about it, except for Moaning Myrtle. But before we get into it, if you love my reviews, hit that follow button and let's do this every night together. So everyone gets to Byron, they're like, BULA, they all run to find their rooms. Our Royal Highnesses are of course in the master suite, whereas Mona here is like, running to get a room is so organic. So anyway, she ends up with the kids' room and she's not impressed. Clint was really excited for couples retreat, saying that everyone had been really warm and friendly and he was excited to hang out with the gang. After settling in, it didn't take the girls long to have the sex chat. They were all discussing how many times they like to have it per week when Jackie dropped a bombshell. Apparently, Ryan does not want to do the deed before training because he believes that it affects his performance. This is not something I've heard any man do other than elite athletes. This was, of course, the talk of Byron Bay. The girls ran back to their partners to spill the tea. All of the men found it hilarious. They were like, wait, so Ryan abstains from sex so he can better prepare for the gym? How bizarre, how bizarre. That night, all of the couples gathered around the campfire and Jamie dropped her own bomb. She told Dave that she loves him. I don't know if he said it back. Can someone confirm, please? But I think it's safe to say that they're in love and they're going to have MAFS babies. The group then questioned Ryan about his interesting little habit. You could see Ryan getting flustered and embarrassed. He was like, I have goals and I find that to enhance my performance, I abstain from sex on a daily basis. And that is because I am very committed to my goals. Adrian was like, oh, well, you touch my leg and I'm ready to go. The boys were heckling Ryan a little bit, just, having a laugh. And all of a sudden he was like, Jackie, can we please have a word? He pulls Jackie aside and has the audacity to be like, our sexual relationship is private and I don't feel comfortable with you bringing that up about the group. Rich Ryan, because you were the one who brought up Jackie's fantastic abilities in front of the whole group at Alessandra's workshop. Jackie said just that, and Ryan goes, well, I thought that was an accomplishment to be celebrated. Is this guy for real? Jackie was like, yeah, well, Ryan, maybe I thought your behavior was an achievement to celebrate as well. Ryan then got very cross and he said, Jackie, I'm going to say this once. If you bring that up again, our relationship is over. He literally gave her an ultimatum. At that point, Beth came over to try and diffuse the situation. She was like, oh, Ryan, it sounds like you prefer pumping iron than pumping Jackie. Everyone had a laugh. Ryan was so embarrassed. Ryan's demeanor changed. He was like, oh, well, that's class, isn't it? He's so moral. He's so pious. He puts himself on this pedestal. Bro, you're not a gladiator. You're not training for some historic battle. Maybe you should take a load off and chill out. I'd also like to point out that when Ryan made comments about Jackie in the bedroom, they were derogatory, whereas Jackie's comments were more so just inquisitive, being like, hey guys, this is weird. Has anyone ever experienced this before? Which is what women do. Back around the campfire, TJ was concerned for Clint because Lauren just seems to be awful. The group were asking Lauren, about how she defines an alpha male. She was like, well, I like to be a homemaker, pick-me, trad wife, and I want my man to be out there doing deals, hustling, someone I can respect. Her comments were just blatantly hurtful, nasty, and unnecessary, and yet Clint sat there defending her. The group began encouraging Lauren to give Clint a go, and she was like, I don't want to be spewing garbage with these ferals. The next morning, everyone woke up, pumped for another day in paradise, except for Moaning Myrtle. She decided that she wanted to leave the experiment. She was done. Lauren was like, Clint, we're leaving. Poor Clint looked so disappointed. He just wanted to have fun with the Ferrells. Ree noticed that Moaning Myrtle was in a bad mood, so she went to check in on her. Lauren was like, we've decided we're leaving. Ree asked if this was a joint decision or Lauren's decision. Lauren was like, oh, no, he hates you. He said he can't stand you organic Ferrells and he wants to go, so yeah, we're gonna go. He told me that you're all trash, so yeah. Adrian made the most sense he has all season, saying that Lauren has had 2 chances at this. She was really lucky to be given a second go, and she's going to just throw it away. In an unlikely pairing, Adrian and Jamie joined forces to try and get the couple to stay. That night was girls' night and boys' night, and poo was about to hit the fan. Ryan rolls into boys' night with steam coming out of his ears. He was like, TJ, how do you feel about your wife saying to another man that he would rather go to the gym than F his wives? TJ was literally like, what, dude? So misogynistic of Ryan to bring this up with TJ, as though he can dictate what is okay and not okay for Beth to say. If you've got a problem with Beth, Ryan, bring it up with Beth. Ryan is just intolerable to me. The boys then asked Clint if he really wanted to leave the experiment or if this was all Moaning Myrtle's doing. Clint fiercely defended Myrtle, which is sad because he can do so much better. In fact, he could do Jackie. Over at the girls' night, Moaning Myrtle was being god awful. I can't believe the things that were coming out of her mouth. Nasty, mean insults left, right, and centre. Athena said that the hatred coming off her was palpable. The girls were trying to ask Lauren questions, understand where she was coming from, and work out why she wanted to leave. Myrtle was like, oh, you're all feral, disgusting swine, and I can't even be in your presence. You're giving me AIDS. Get away from me. Jamie was like, don't be rude, Myrtle. At that point, she storms out. Everyone calls her a snob. And we're like, yeah, we saw that coming. If you love my reviews, hit that follow button and I'll be here, same place, same time tomorrow night.